Crack open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Entry Attorneys. Good morning, Bulldog.
Good morning, gents. How are you?
Doing all right, man.
Let's start off with the sad story up in Kansas City. 2 adults have been charged in the murder at last week's shooting that killed a person at the Super Bowl victory parade, injured 22 others. So the guys who were arrested, Lindell Mays and Dominic Miller, court records indicate Mays is in his early 20s, Miller is 18 or 19. According to the court documents, the 2 men were strangers who pulled out guns and began firing within seconds of starting an argument. Both men were shot and they've been hospitalized. Of course, one person was killed in that dispute. The argument began when 2 groups of people grew agitated over the belief that people in the other group were staring at them.
God, dog. Now, there was also 2 teenagers that are involved with this, right?
Yeah, it sounds, and again, it sounds like it was 2, whether it be gangs or just 2 groups of people who didn't like each other, but they didn't know each other, and they're shooting at each other, evidently, according to the police, because they didn't like the looks of the other group of people.
What are you looking at? What are you staring at?
Right.
It is sad.
I don't know what's worse: some deranged, crazy kid shooting at people, or rival gangs with no regard for human life shooting each other because they didn't like the way the other guys look. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. It really is. All right, let's switch to sports. Orlando City, not beginning the MLS season tonight, but they are beginning competition tonight. They're in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. They'll be playing Calgary FC out of the Canadian Premier League. Of course, this is a chance for them to win a trophy, not the MLS Cup, obviously, but it's prestigious in I was going to say hockey and soccer whenever you can win a trophy. So this is their first chance to win a trophy this season. They actually open up the regular season in MLS Saturday at home against Montreal FC. So,
but tonight's game is against.
No. Inter Miami is playing Real Salt Lake to start the MLS season.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah, but Orlando City doesn't start its MLS
until Saturday. Correct.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, we don't know if Messi's going to play tonight, right? I guess he will.
You would think, maybe.
By the way, he's still in a dispute with the people of Hong Kong. They are still complaining about that he went over there during that friendly and didn't play. So, yeah, he actually released another statement the other day apologizing to Hong Kong. So that created quite the international incident. Obviously, NIL a lot is in the news in college football. So there's a Gator freshman, DeAndre Robinson, from right here in Orlando. He played at Edgewater High School, also played at Jones High School. He released a video yesterday. I guess he got paid enough NIL money from Florida in their collective, Florida Victorious, that he bought his mom a house. How about that? Huh?
Yeah, well.
Get enough money to buy your mom. Hey, at least he's using it for something, productive.
It's like Taco was about to say, I think.
It used to happen back in the day, too.
It just was quiet, hush before. Now it's out in the sunlight.
Yeah, it used to be the school boosters themselves would buy the mom the house, which I guess is what is indirectly happening. The boosters contribute to the collective. Yeah, so this is really no different than what happened back in the day with Reggie Bush. Remember Reggie Bush?
Yep.
Yeah, he and his parents got the house in a nice neighborhood in California. So I guess this is really no different.
Yeah, like you said too. At least he's spending the money on a house instead of some car that he's going to end up wrecking and killing somebody at 150.
Well, that's Georgia. That's not Florida.
Still, you know what I'm getting at. Just college.
Yeah.
Hey, so I guess the College Football Board now has officially put into place the format for the 12-team championship for this upcoming season.
Yeah, not surprising. It's the 5 conference champions will get automatic bids and then 7 at large. Now, before it was going to be 6 conference champions, but then the Pac-12 essentially went belly up. So now they're going to make 5 conference champions. It'll be the 4 power conferences, SEC, Big Ten, ACC, and Big 12, and then one of the other leagues, one of the group of 5 leagues.
Hey, why are Washington State and Oregon State going to continue their Pac-12 association? I know they're going to play their conference games in the Mountain West. Why doesn't the Mountain West just absorb them and call it a day?
Because they want to keep the Pac-12 brand and the Pac-12 name. So eventually you're probably going to see the Mountain West sort of be absorbed into the Pac-2. So
I see what you're... Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but just because, the Pac-12 has a brand, it has a name, so, and it sort of denotes that they're a power league, even though they're not anymore. So
gotcha.
That's the reasoning behind that. Speaking of... big time business in sports. Did you see that the sports betting numbers came out for last year? $11 billion was made in sports betting last year. Revenue. And it's only going to go up next year because there's more and more states. It's unbelievable.
Just remember, if you have a problem, call the number.
Yeah, 800-GAMBLER.
Yeah. So
when I see those ads for all the different apps and stuff, and they put that disclaimer up there, I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks for that.
If you feel like you have a problem, call 1-800-FULL-HOUSE.
Right. All right, Doggy.
Royal Flush.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 Again. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here on the sports page every morning on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
That's right. Listen to the attorney Jeff Kaufman and his radio show every Saturday morning. Under Oath is the name of the show, 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. Catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching for Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform. I've got sort of a sore throat today, so I'm going to bark really low. Arf, arf.
On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.